A child sits at the kitchen table in a small American home. Homework is spread out. The parent's voice fills the room, sometimes calm, sometimes sharp, sometimes silent. The child doesn't understand it yet, but something important is happening. Not just homework is being shaped, identity is. Years later, that same child is an adult. Sitting in traffic, sitting in meetings, sitting in relationships, and the voice returns. The same emotional reactions, the same fear, confidence, hesitation, or calm. For millions of adults across the United States, that inner voice was not created in college, careers, or relationships. It was formed much earlier, in childhood, through words spoken, through words withheld, through encouragement, and through silence. Dale Carnegie once said, "When dealing with people, remember you are not dealing with creatures of logic, but creatures of emotion." Parenting styles are emotional training systems. They do not just teach children how to behave, they teach them how to feel about themselves, how to respond to authority, how to handle mistakes, and how to recover from failure. They echo into adulthood, shaping confidence, communication, relationships, and the ability to handle criticism or success. Awareness of these patterns allows adults to consciously break cycles, repair old scars, and build healthier emotional responses. A child does not remember every rule, but they remember how those rules made them feel. Safe or unsafe, valued or dismissed, capable or inadequate. Today, listen carefully, not just as a parent, but as a grown human being reflecting on your own story. Because understanding parenting styles is not about blame. It is about awareness. And awareness is where change begins. This is not theory. This is real life. This is every American home where confidence was either built or quietly broken. Number 1. Authoritative parenting. Confidence built on respect. This parenting style speaks calmly, but it speaks with authority. Authoritative parenting balances warmth with structure, love with limits, freedom with responsibility. It does not control, it guides. It believes children need both emotional safety and clear expectations to grow into stable adults. It provides the pattern of emotional resilience that carries into adulthood, allowing people to approach challenges confidently, form healthy relationships, and lead without fear. Parents using this style correct behavior without attacking character. They separate the action from the identity. They say, "That choice was wrong," instead of, "You are wrong." This distinction protects self-worth while still enforcing discipline. Dale Carnegie captured this principle perfectly. Any fool can criticize, condemn, and complain, and most fools do. Authoritative parents refuse to be fools with their children's self-worth. They understand that humiliation teaches fear, not responsibility. In many emotionally healthy American households, this sounds like, "I expect better because I know you can do better." Mistakes are part of learning. Let's fix this together. These children grow up learning that feedback is not rejection. Correction is not cruelty. Authority is not danger. They internalize patterns of healthy communication and decision-making that last a lifetime. As adults, they tend to speak clearly without aggression, accept feedback without defensiveness, set boundaries without guilt, handle workplace pressure with resilience, make decisions with confidence, knowing mistakes are part of growth, approach relationships with emotional intelligence. They don't panic under pressure. They don't collapse when corrected. They don't confuse discipline with rejection. This awareness allows them to consciously respond to challenges rather than be unconsciously guided by old fears or insecurities. Number 2. Authoritarian parenting. Obedience at the cost of self-worth. This style raises quiet children and anxious adults. Authoritarian parenting is built on control, fear, and unquestioned obedience. Rules exist without explanation. Power replaces connection. The child's role is to comply, not to understand. Common phrases include, "Because I said so," "Don't argue," "Do as you're told." Dale Carnegie warned us. Criticism is dangerous because it wounds a person's pride and hurts their sense of importance. Children raised in constant criticism learn how to comply, but not how to think. They learn that silence equals safety. Expression equals risk. This early emotional pattern can follow adults into workplaces, marriages, and social interactions, often without their conscious awareness. They learn suppression. They learn to doubt their instincts. They learn that approval is conditional. As American adults, many carry invisible scars. Fear of making mistakes, difficulty expressing opinions, anxiety around authority figures, low tolerance for criticism, reluctance to take initiative. They may appear disciplined, successful, even respected, but internally, they struggle with confidence and decision-making. They often overthink simple choices. They fear being wrong more than they value being honest. Awareness of these patterns is the first step toward breaking them and developing emotional freedom in adulthood. Obedience was achieved. Confidence was not. Number 3. Permissive parenting. Love without direction. This style feels kind, but often leaves children unprepared. Permissive parenting prioritizes comfort over correction. Parents avoid conflict, delay discipline, and mistake freedom for guidance. The intention is love, but the outcome can be confusion. Without structure, children often fail to internalize accountability, which can lead to challenges in adulthood. Rules are flexible. Consequences are inconsistent. Structure is minimal. Dale Carnegie believed deeply in encouragement, but he never believed in removing responsibility. He taught, develop success from failures. Discouragement and failure are two of the surest stepping stones to success. But stepping stones must be placed intentionally. Children raised without boundaries may feel emotionally supported, yet struggle with structure. They grow up unsure how to handle limits, rejection, or accountability. This pattern affects relationships, careers, and personal growth throughout life. As adults in the U.S., many face challenges like weak self-discipline, difficulty handling criticism, resistance to rules at work or in relationships, frustration when expectations are high, confusion about priorities and responsibilities. They expect appreciation, but resist accountability. They seek validation, but avoid responsibility. Awareness of these early patterns allows adults to consciously restructure their habits and emotional responses, breaking cycles of avoidance and dependence. Love was present. Leadership was missing. Without leadership, love alone is not enough to prepare a child for real life. Number 4. Neglectful parenting. The damage of absence. This is the quietest parenting style, and often the most damaging. There are no loud arguments here. No visible punishments. No dramatic conflicts. Just emotional absence. A silence that speaks louder than words ever could. Parents may be physically present in the home, yet emotionally unavailable. Busy schedules, long working hours, mental exhaustion, or sometimes unresolved trauma passed silently from one generation to the next. Dale Carnegie understood the power of attention better than most. He said, "You can make more friends in 2 months by becoming interested in other people than in 2 years by trying to get other people interested in you." Now imagine a child growing up feeling that no one is interested in them at all. Children raised under neglectful parenting often don't receive praise, but they also don't receive correction. And the human mind fills that silence with painful assumptions. They begin to believe, "My feelings don't matter. I am invisible. I shouldn't expect support. I must survive alone." As adults in American society, many from such backgrounds struggle deeply with fear of emotional intimacy, difficulty trusting relationships, overdependence on external validation, difficulty setting boundaries, a constant need to prove worth. They may become independent very early, not by choice, but by necessity. Silence becomes their teacher. Absence becomes their lesson. And perhaps the most painful truth is this: nothing teaches a human being to feel unimportant faster than being consistently ignored. Yet here is the hidden potential. Awareness can reverse this. Understanding your early emotional patterns allows you to reclaim your voice, value, and self-worth. You can learn to honor your feelings, validate yourself, and create the relationships you deserve. Absence shapes, but it does not define you. You are not your childhood silence. You are your courage to rewrite it. Number 5. Encouragement-focused parenting. Dale Carnegie's ideal. This is not weak parenting. This is not permissiveness. This is disciplined kindness. This is purposeful guidance. This is leadership wrapped in love. Encouragement-focused parenting strengthens the human spirit before correcting behavior. It builds confidence first, and responsibility second. Parents practicing this style understand a key Carnegie principle. People rarely succeed unless they have fun in what they are doing. Children thrive when effort is recognized, not just outcomes. Encouragement-focused parents praise effort, progress, and intention. Correct mistakes privately, not publicly. Speak to the child they want their child to become. Teach resilience through supportive guidance. Celebrate small wins consistently. In many emotionally healthy American families, this sounds like, "I'm proud of how hard you tried. This didn't work, let's improve it together." Mistakes don't define you. Growth does. Your effort is stronger than the outcome. Children raised with encouragement develop an inner strength that doesn't collapse under pressure. They learn how to communicate calmly under stress, how to handle criticism without defensiveness, how to make others feel respected and valued, how to lead without dominating, how to inspire trust naturally. This is the parenting style that doesn't just raise children. It raises emotionally intelligent adults, confident leaders, and compassionate citizens. Encouragement transforms potential into action. Kindness becomes strength. Guidance becomes wisdom. Now listen to this carefully, because this part is not about parenting anymore. It's about you. You may recognize yourself in one of these styles. You may feel uncomfortable. You may feel seen. That awareness is not weakness. That awareness is power. Dale Carnegie believed that lasting change begins the moment understanding replaces resentment. He taught, "Act enthusiastic and you will be enthusiastic." You are not permanently shaped by how you were raised. You are influenced, not imprisoned. When you understand the emotional patterns you were given, you gain the freedom to rewrite them consciously. You can choose encouragement over criticism. You can choose connection over control. You can choose dignity over dominance. Parenting styles do not end in childhood. They echo through workplaces. They echo through marriages. They echo through society. When human beings feel important, truly important, they rise. They step into confidence. They embrace responsibility. They inspire others. Remember these truths. Your past is a teacher, not a jailer. Awareness is the first step toward transformation. You can lead with kindness without weakness. Confidence grows where encouragement flows. Emotional intelligence is learned, not inherited. If this message made you pause, reflect, or see yourself more clearly, then stay connected. Subscribe to this channel for more powerful insights on human behavior, confidence, communication, and personal growth, inspired by timeless wisdom and real-life experiences. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being part of this meaningful journey.